What's up, my chaotic crew? Bentley Michaels here. Hey, thanks so very much for tuning in this week, last week, and all the weeks to come. We're coming up to the very end of season 2. So make sure you get your reviews in. Let us know. Hit us up on the Twitter. Hit us up on the Instagram. Also, our old pal, Tabletop Crafter. Hey, voucher code, Chaotic Amateurs, all one word. I believe in all caps. Make sure you type it in all caps because that's how it's written. You're going to get a 15% off voucher. Yeah, for the Chaotic Crew. Between the 1st and 30th of November, 15% off of any order. Also, any of our UK listeners, you're going to get free postage on all dice bags and dice sets through November for UK orders using the hashtag, or not the hashtag, the promo code. Chaotic Crew, one word, in all caps. Ooh, isn't that cool? So go to Tabletop Crafter on Twitter, on Instagram, show some love, and order some stuff. Now listen.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
Oh, and welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, everybody. It's me. Hi, it's Bentley, the DM for Season 2. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Yamhorn Darrell.
Rhett is Durak Dragonsbane.
Milo is Ren.
And ladies and gents, last time on a very special Halloween episode. More like Halloween.
Yeah.
Lord Varkum, Slatebrooke, had a fun little dinner party for everybody. There were... Tales of Farting Dragon Eggs, by Durak. Classic Durak.
I thought I was pretty good at coming up with that story on the spot.
You can't take him to parties.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
And then, slowly but surely, everyone started to disappear out of the room. And Charles took you out into the back, in which... the hedges that you were, shooting, arrows, and I think Yamhorn, you threw a knife or a dagger.
I tried to.
Yeah, even with the blessing of Ulagan, you stuck it right in the upper right-hand corner of that target. And I liked your response to that. It was like, well, I mean, that wouldn't have happened had I not had the blessing, because you would have totally missed had you not had the blessing. But it became a very large hedge maze, and within it, you saw a character that was in a brown suit, old Leonard Talbot, who turned out to be a mother-freaking werewolf, everybody. And, to keep going with this, just because I had planned the session for a while, we're going to sort of, giving thanks of the first, I believe this is the first episode of November, we're giving thanks to Halloween by continuing on with this spooktacular tale. They were in Durak. I believe you got total, 11 13. Or 12 points of slashing damage?
13.
Okay. And then Yamhorn coming in, clutch, cast a hold person right as a werewolf jumped up at him. Freaking Kylo Ren that laser bolt and was like, stay, puppy.
Yep.
And that's where we left it. So we now begin this week's episode. You have a werewolf sitting in front of you, frozen, half snarled, unable to move, and simply... for the easiness of me rolling for this hold person here, let's roll some initiatives just so we can have a small order. Okay, so let's see here. 20 to 25?
Yeah. It's going to be 22.
Okay.
It's a crit.
15 to 20?
18.
Okay. And 10 to 15?
12.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Ren, you've just seen your person, your pal Yamhorn, cast Hold Person, and you see a werewolf held in place there. And it's, drool hanging midair, right claw up, mouth sort of open. Your turn. If you would like to say something, if you would like to do something, talk to your compadres.
How long does the hold person last?
1 minute.
1 minute, and he can save at like every.
At the end of each of its turn.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Calm Emotion on him.
Okay.
He needs to make a Charisma saving throw.
No problem. Roll my Ren dice. Whenever you guys do something like that, I roll the dice that I have assigned to you.
16 he's got to beat.
Oh, man. Wouldn't you know it, he rolled a 19.
Okay. That's cool.
It rolled from a crit fail to a 19.
Does it?
And it was like, yeep.
Does it matter that he's paralyzed? Does that?
I mean,
For like Charisma, I don't know. If it
I don't
was,
know.
like, Dexterity or Strength or something, I imagine it would, but...
I would imagine he's held because this was, like his wisdom.
I know it's a physical thing, but
charisma, I think, is more like a mental thing, like his wisdom, because they're both.
I mean, my paralysis.
Yeah, your paralyzation. I would say that since it's a mental thing, had it been like a dex strength or something, that where he would have had to push or something, I would say.
Yeah, that definitely makes
But
sense.
since you've frozen him with his mind, he was able. I'm going to say that it's not even him that did it. It's more like it's like because he is already sort of, his mind is busy with something else. It was just able to kind of like circumnavigate the thing, and because it's like the rage is frozen where he is and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I just kind of like walk up to him and try to pat his jowls and kind of go, "It's okay, buddy. Calm
Well,
down."
he's taller than you. He's standing up. He's like 6'2".
I'm reaching up up in the air, trying to.
You're
pat his
2'8".
jowls. Yeah.
So you would probably pat his junk.
Oh, good boy.
But-
good boy.
Yeah, good
Give him a
boy.
physical. But yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do, and maybe just like step back away.
Okay. Yeah, he is a little terrifying, up close, because like I said, it's more of like the Lon Chaney, where it's definitely like more like a man becomes a wolf. Hey, Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf out here, people.
Oh yeah.
But just a little bit more terrifying looking. More part way, mixing a little bit of Michael Jackson. So there's like 3 or 4 stages of that, and I think it's like I didn't like the final one because he looks kind of like a big rat. I know it's classic and probably blasphemy, but like there is a stage in there where like I think it's like the third stage where it's like a really terrifying, like more Lon Chaney Wolfman-esque looking thing. So yeah, so Ren, you have gone. Yumhorn, you are up. You successfully cast Hold Person. Yeah, me still got it.
So I need to know, guys, are we gotten this full?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. I think these creatures are a perversion of what's natural. I think it's our duty to put it out of its misery.
I yell out, Slatebrooke, if you can hear me, do you want your friend dead?
You get no response.
Who's to say they're even friends?
Say nothing if you want your friend dead.
You hear the same thing you sort of been hearing. You hear like the wind rustling through like the bushes. That cool Halloween fog is still sort of lightly patrolling.
You hear that, Mr. Talbot? Your friend wants you dead.
And I let go with my left hand from the hammer, so I still got it in my right hand. I draw my dagger, and I walk up, and I just stick it straight in him. Oh, now I feel bad. Luke, come here. I feel bad.
Okay, yeah. Make whatever your dagger attack
Okay.
is.
I will point out that this ends Hold Person, though.
Okay.
If he takes damage, and I'm kind of losing my concentration by doing this.
Okay.
Right? Is that how that works, Ren? Milo? I can keep my concentration?
Yeah, you
Well, I
can
attack-
lose concentration by being attacked.
Okay, so that will end it, not me doing something.
You attacking him will end the spell, I believe. I don't know.
But by him, as a result of him taking damage, or as a result of me doing something?
What does the spell say?
It's a concentration. That's
if
all it
it's
says.
concentration, then you have to be hit to break it.
Yeah, that's your thing. If
But
you're
I can
hit,
swing on him.
Yeah.
And if I hit and do damage to him, that's what breaks it.
it depends on what the spell says.
Concentration. That's all it says.
If you're doing damage to him,
Yes.
no. If he's doing damage to you, yes.
Okay. And since he's paralyzed, that won't be happening.
Correct.
So if I hit him, nothing changes.
Correct.
I hit him with my knife in his stomach
Okay.
with a 19
Okay.
to hit.
Yeah, you hit him.
All right.
Whatever your
It's the bottom one.
stabby stab.
Okay. 5 damage. Piercing.
Knocking it out of the park. 53. So you go, heh. And you stab him right in his werewolf gut, and like you see his eyes just a little bit like twitch, like he's trying to grimace. But you know it is a dagger, so it's kind of like it's only 5 points. So you're gonna go like,
I feel better.
You feel
I feel
very
like more of a
satisfied.
man.
Yeah, and it's like it's like you just popped like a little balloon or
Yeah.
something. It's not
Just
like
a quick pin cushion in
Yeah.
and out.
instead of just making a monstrous swipe for him, it's just like right in and out, and he's
And-
actually a little bit in his brain. He's like, I'm not moving. That's all he's got.
Yeah.
Like, he's more frustrated.
In my mind, I'm kind of testing the waters too to see if that gets Slatebrooke.
Slatebrooke.
Sorry, I can't read that.
Oh.
I have bad eyes. To see if Slatebrooke responds or intervenes because we're actually
Nope.
doing damage to him now.
Nope.
All right, guys.
All right.
Here we go.
So you stabbed him.
Yep.
So now.
Oh,
Yep.
and I'm gonna reel back and stab him again
Oh, okay.
because I have an extra attack.
Okay.
Another 19. Oh no,
Okay.
that's a 20 to hit, not natural.
Okay.
And that would be 6 piercing.
Okay.
And that I will back away and end my turn.
Okay. And what do I have to beat?
15.
And if I beat that, is that the end of my turn?
It's at the end of your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be Rhett or whoever.
Okay. That's a 16.
Oh.
He is
Unfrozen.
unfrozen, and his arm comes down and it grabs his stomach, and he's not happy. He
Oh. Every time my heart, it hurts.
well, he
sounded
stabbed a
good.
werewolf, and so he kind of like doubles over for a second, but when he looks up, he looks right at Yamhorn with the fiercest gaze, and like his half human, half animal eyes just look way beyond too intense for you. You're very actually briefly like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Because like it's like this hybrid, like you didn't notice it before, but it's this hybrid. It's not just human eyes. It's like it definitely has an animal look to it, and you've seen that sort of look before.
Yeah.
And it's angry. So, Ren, I believe you were up.
You skipped me.
Oh, sorry, I have it down as R. So Rhett, my bad.
Oh, no problem. I mean, you can skip me because I'm gonna kill this guy.
Oh, okay, good. Here we go.
So, anyways, yeah, I step over to him. Sword and shield have been out.
Okay.
And I'm kind of past the point of talking to him because he opened up diplomatic relations by
Scratching you.
doing 13 damage to me. So,
Sure.
yeah, I'm just going to attack him with
Okay.
my sword. Red is my attack, and blue is the other thing. Oh my god. 12 to hit.
You hit.
What?
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
All right.
Well, he's a werewolf. He's in a freaking
He's naked.
$5,000 suit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You think the guy in the $5,000 pants is wearing armor? Come on.
Oh, yeah, 15 damage.
Okay. Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Oh, man. You guys have almost halved his life in a matter of 2 little prison stabs in a Durrock.
And
so
I have
Durrock,
one more attack, too. So go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm just going to roll it again real quick. That would be 13 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And I hit my special magic thing. And that's 15 damage.
Good God. Oh, man. Let's see here. 8. Let me just do this. Wow. Man, okay. So, Yamhorn comes up to this wolf because now I have it, and he stabs once. He stabs twice. And then
That's good.
and then he the wolf howls, and then and that pain brings him out. He comes down, he's like, oh no, he breaks the hold person just as Durrock comes like waddling through. He's like, out of my way, Yamhorn. And he's like, it's Drakentoter time. And then like and he swings once and hits. He swings again, and you get a satisfying both times. And he drops down to one knee, and is much worse for the wear in such a short manner of time. You guys really ganged up on him, and now Ren.
I'm gonna call on Ulagon to send this creature to its end and cast Sacred Flame. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What am I making? Or what am I beating?
16.
Okay. Fortunately, he rolled an 18. So you cast down Sacred Flame, and from the sky, and he kind of like as he dropped to one knee, he looked up and he sees it coming, and he rolls out of the way, and he starts to sort of go back down the corridor away from you guys, making his just like as he rolled. So he's put a little bit of distance in between you, and Yamhorn, you were up.
I look at my party,
Mm-hmm.
and then I chase after the guy
Okay.
and try to run him down and pull him. You say he's moving.
Well, he like rolled out of the way, so it's like he's a little bit farther away from you now because it's like he rolled away from the fire or whatever.
Okay. Well, I want to grab a hold of him somehow.
Okay.
Just so I can either face him or talk to him or whatever. And hold my knife up to him and say, you can either help us or I can kill you. And I want to roll an intimidation.
Okay.
17.
And that goes against his what?
Maybe wisdom?
Okay.
Is that right?
I think intimidation
It's
would go against their...
Intimidation? Okay, so like what? He's just gonna...
It's my charisma against something.
Okay, well, he got a 10 either way, so...
Okay.
And what are you wanting to have happen here because of this?
He's basically making a choice. Either he can kind of help us get to the end of this labyrinth and this test, and we let him... Ooh, did you guys hear that? Spooky? And help us get to the end, and I'll let him live, or I can kill him right now. If he's not willing to help,
Okay.
I'm just going to punch that dagger.
He opens up his mouth and gives you a wolfish grin.
Guys, I can't tell what he meant by that. What do you guys think?
I think he meant. He's
Oh.
ready.
You guys hear that?
Is that him or other dogs?
No, I think that's him.
All mutts. I think he's ready for his own perversion to end.
All right. And I plunge the dagger.
Okay. So you get to talk and do that as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, usually, I mean, it's up to you, but talking is generally a free action.
Okay, yeah. I just didn't know if you were...
Unless it's
if
like
there
a
was
big
something like with the
conversation.
intimidation, like it was a
Oh, I see. No, I guess that would be my action.
Yeah, if you tried to look surly.
Yeah, if I tried to do something with my attitude.
Yeah, grab him. Tried to Batman him and pull up. You're like, punk.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Okay, well, you're going to have to wait 6 seconds until I kill you now. If my friends don't do it first. I'm just going to hold you here and we're going to look at each other.
I'm going to do it.
Real awkward.
Okay, so you're holding on to his collar, and you're, and since you're right there, it's his turn, and he's going to attack you.
Whoops.
He's a little punk.
Yeah.
He's only gonna scratch you a little bit, like a little.
So he's going to go to bite your pretty face, since you're right there.
How dare he?
He's going to do a multi-attack, bite your face, and repay you and scratch your gut.
Okay.
So
Still not going to end well, buddy.
if the target is a humanoid, it must succeed on DC. Okay. Okay, so
I better not become a werewolf. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
okay, so an 18 plus 4, 22 to hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a 22 to hit. Please make me...
Wait. What did you say it was?
A 22.
Dang it. My shield gives me a one time of 21.
Please make me a Constitution saving throw. And then I'm going to get me a...
Aye.
Me a
It's nice knowing you guys. That would be an 8 total.
Okay. And he does 5 plus 2, 7, and 4 plus 6, 7, 13 points of damage to Yamhorn. So he bites your face, and he basically just latches on like right around your eyes and on your forehead and your cheeks.
No.
And just bites your face, and then kind of like comes back and like gouges your face. So now it kind of looks like you know, like you've got a couple of scratch. You got a couple of scratch marks going down each side, but it's bleeding, and it definitely looks way more like it's not scratches. It's like deep, like there's some flesh hanging. Yeah. It's gross, and then as he like pulls back, he rips right across your stomach.
I cry out and I say, "This is really painful, but the ladies are gonna love it."
And
they dig scars.
And what you don't know, Yamhorn, is that since you failed, next full moon, you're gonna be having a little fun.
You mean I get to grow my hair back?
Yep. No more bald Yamhorn. Although, if I have anything to do with it.
So do we actually know that that's going to happen?
You don't know that yet. Neither does he.
As far as we know, I just got cut.
Yeah, you just got attacked. He just got bit and scratched. So, that is his turn. So let me move some of this stuff here and write it out for you. So he BG for bad guy, J for Yamhorn, and then Ren and Durrocker down here basically. A little bit farther more that way, but you know, I mean that's basically how it is. So it is now. It is now. Let's see. Here's now Rhett's turn. It's Durrock. You are up.
Yeah, I just want to run over to him. I see that he, mauled Yamhorn.
Like, you ruined Mr. Clean's face.
And, I just go to attack him if I can move to him, that is.
Yeah, he didn't, like I said, he just sort of barely moved. So, I mean, he rolled, 5-7 feet away from you, from the original.
17 to hit.
Yep. I'll just tell you it's a 12. That's what he is in wolf form.
Actually, I still hit. Sorry, but that was wrong. Anyway, use my Savage Attacker feat to reroll my damage. Let's take the other one. 10 damage total.
Great.
And then I'm going to do my other attack on him.
Okay.
13.
Yep.
Damage.
Yeah. Okay. Well done, Duroc. What would you like to have happen?
So, like, he just grabbed onto Yumhorn's face, and right as he lets go, he turns around, and there I am, and I
go to,
you didn't get behind him.
Fine. Well, I imagine...
So he scratched... So we'll say he scratches Yumhorn, he kind of pushes him out of the way, so now you're running up right behind.
Yeah.
So as soon as Yumhorn's out of the way, you didn't even have to say, hey, Yumhorn, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Daddy's coming to play.
Yeah.
And I look at him and I swap him across the face, and I imagine I get him right across the face, he's all bleeding, and then he turns back, and I'm like, smile, you son of a, and then I like stab him in the face or something.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay, so you come in. That all happens. You slash him right across the body, and you say, smile, you something or other. And then you stick your sword up right through the bottom of his jaw. And,
How does it feel, Rhett?
And you have felled the werewolf. Your sword goes right through the bottom of his jaw, out the top of his head, and then it's like you pull it down, and he just flops down, just ragdoll, and you see him slowly turn back into a human, and it's the human that was sitting across the table from you guys earlier at the dinner.
Is he alive?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
And then you hear, off in the distance, owls hooting.
You found the owl. You do love me.
And then as you notice, as you see that, as he falls down to the ground, and you hear the owls, the hedges start to rustle all around you. The cool Halloween smoke, ooh, the mist is all starting to swirl, and the hedges start to, so almost like an earthquake, is shaking them, and then they all go back down to normal size. They're no longer 10 to 12 feet tall. Now they go up to, Yamhorn's waist or so. They're about 3.5, 4 feet tall, like the hedges when you first saw.
Come on.
What's that?
I still can't see over him.
Well, I didn't say you could. I didn't say you could.
That's funny. You're short. You guys, how do I look?
Yeah, you're jacked up.
Really? Is it that bad?
It's not going to heal pretty.
I'll go ahead and do a medicine check on him.
What's that?
Just kind of like try to patch up his face, make it look a little better, hopefully. Just kind of inspect it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ladies are not going to love that.
Oh, come on. Don't say that.
19.
Oh,
Great. Okay, so is it do you get like actual healing?
So no, it's something you use to like stabilize, like dying people is kind of the most common way to use it, like set bones, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
or in this case, maybe
Maybe see if
suture or
he's,
something.
yeah, maybe see if he's poisoned or not.
Is that one of the aspects of it?
It could be.
It actually says
Kinda-
that though? Or are you just saying it could be because you want it to be?
It could be
Open to interpretation.
It would make sense if it did. I don't know. I could look.
I'm going to say that I will let you sort of like, so what, you're going to lay hands on him and that sort of thing?
Yeah, it would be more like a physical healing.
Okay. So a little
Dr.
bit of
Ren.
light.
Yeah, Dr.
A little
Ren.
bit of a little bit of light comes out of your hand, and you start to, you hear like skin and stuff sort of like mending a little bit back together. And now, while there still is blood on his face, very, very bad sort of like big puffy scars are now just like he's got 3 over his right eye where like the and one's real jagged from like where one of the teeth grabbed him and just like got a little bit as he was pulling away. The other side has more of like a Y type of like 2 become 1 type of thing where a couple teeth, and the bottom's a little bit wider where they came together. But sort of bright red, bright pink sort of scars, but at least he's not bleeding and the flesh isn't flopping around anymore. And I would say that you could tell that because it was a magical beast that it was definitely some sort of magical attack.
You're not looking so good, buddy. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's probably the worst thing you could say to me.
And then...
Oh, no. Is it...
Overhead, a little bit of thunder and lightning happens. And the wind starts to pick up a little bit again. And you guys turn around. And backlit ominously in the double doors, you see what you assume is the figure of Varkum Slatebrooke. And he's like, well done. Very interesting. You're one of the few that has actually beaten him in the past. Well, I mean, him being the word of the werewolves, Anyway, come. If you dare.
Not before you tell us what's going on.
He starts to walk back into the house.
So about these werewolves, what can you tell me about them?
So you guys walk back into the house following him? Or?
Following him, yeah.
Yeah, while I'm yelling at him.
Ren's kind of along for the ride. He understands that this is a test to get the sword.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm getting cut up. My buddy over here is getting cut up.
Yeah. Durok's just of the mind that you should just not test him because he's going to pass.
Yeah.
You guys need some healing or something? Are you hurt?
No, I'm just getting grumpy because I just got scratched and bit and it hurts. And you keep telling me I don't look good. Like,
Yamhorn is a man who likes to look good.
Yeah. He'll bring some holy light into your soul.
I hope so, man.
You're going to need some holy light to blind anybody.
Hey.
So they don't recoil in absolute fear from the way you look.
Okay.
Damn.
To the pain.
Durok.
It makes you
coming in. Hot.
If it makes you feel any better, Durok's face is screwed up too. Yeah. So he's definitely got like scars
I was already
over his
burned
face.
up from lava, but I feel like he was able to maintain some sort of rugged handsomeness.
No.
And now
not anymore.
It's not even so much the vanity, it's when you have a bad sunburn, you don't want people to be like, ooh, that looks really bad.
When
all
your
the
face
time.
is really burned up, does that mean like you look like Deadpool? Just like
no, better.
Better than Deadpool?
Yeah.
So like less burned or just...
Deadpool had like tumors and stuff.
Well, not on his face.
Yeah, all over his body.
That was from being burned.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different...
Deadpool?
No, like, I never saw the movies. I only know the comics. I'm a real fan.
Oh.
Actually, I'm not. I don't like
here
Deadpool.
we go.
I'm not.
Okay, so you guys...
Anyway.
So you guys have entered in... you guys have entered in through the back, and you guys are starting to of the house back through the double doors, and you're just starting to like walk through the center. And Ren, what was your question that you asked Varkum?
So you got these werewolves, right?
I had a werewolf, yes.
Where do you get them?
Well, man in my position, we just sort of find each other.
What other kind of creatures do you have here?
No, I don't normally keep creatures here, but, you lot. Oh, I had to bring in the fun stuff for you.
Okay, buddy. We're not playthings. We're this world that we're trying to save.
Yes,
and
your
dragons
mission.
That includes you. You realize that, right?
Once again, I'm not worried.
All right.
Yeah, listen, Yamhorn. Ulugan will judge him in the end. If he, wants to put us through this to get a sword to save the world, it's kind of his prerogative.
We have no guarantee. We don't even know that it'll give us the sword.
We have a guarantee.
Oh, we do?
It's the guarantee that if he doesn't follow through, they'll kill him and take it.
Oh, did you hear that, Slatebrooke?
And in the middle of, you sort of like, you can see the wraparound staircase that you had gone up, and you've already passed the little hallway that led you into the ballroom. And this, I believe, is about the place where Duroc initially asked about like the painting on the wall and that sort of thing. So he immediately stops, and he's about 15, 20 feet ahead of you. It slowly turns around.
The painting slowly turns around?
No, sorry, Varkum slowly turns around. And an eerie sort of darkness comes over the house. And through the big window in the back, the moonlight is going in, lighting the place, and then the candelabras on the wall are all lit, so it's got a very cool haunted house feel to it. And he says, looks right at you, and he goes, "Please repeat yourself. I'm not sure I quite heard you."
I'm sick of your games, Varkum. We already beat your man outside.
Indeed.
I play your game so long as it entertains me, and I'm beginning to grow impatient.
So, what would you like to do then?
So I want to use thaumaturgy and increase the light of the candelabras on the walls.
Okay.
Make them really bright.
Okay.
And then I want to levitate a little higher. And then I want to tell him in a booming voice, Ulagan commands you to end these tests and give us the thing that we have come for. And I want to do that intimidatingly.
Intimidatingly.
I like that scene.
And so what would that be? Like what kind of saving throw would that be? Like a wisdom, probably? Charisma?
I would probably give an intimidation check for it, which isn't going to be great, but I don't know. I added some flair to it.
Okay.
That's a 4 with a -1.
He sees... it's almost... You feel as though, thank you, Siri. He ruining the pod. Come on. And we're back. You almost, you feel the fire go up. You start to float up, and you say what you say, and you just see him sort of like giggle. He's like, "That is very good." However, he snaps his fingers, and the lights go back down to where they were. He's like, "You need to practice more if you're going to scare someone like me, young Ren."
Yeah, I float back down to the ground and kind of step behind Duroc.
All right, so Duroc, you're sort of leading this charge. What would you like to do? Or is Yamhorn, are you just still holding your face and like standing behind Duroc, or what's going down?
Yeah, I'm following along, but I'm just mopey now.
Tell us what's next if we're stuck playing your stupid games.
What I find interesting most about you gents is your auras are different, and something I believe young Ren said at the dinner table. What was it? Ah, yes, you're time travelers. Is that true?
Of course it's true. Ren doesn't know how to lie.
We've traveled in time.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've done it.
Technically, we're all time travelers.
We're not classically time
You're not
travelers.
classically trained.
We've had
in time
help.
travel.
Like,
Traveling through time.
But you did travel in time.
Yes.
yes. The short answer is yes.
Most of the time it's traveling forward at the normal rate that everybody else does. Once it was backwards.
Interesting. Well, messing with time is a very delicate thing. I've been around a little bit. I know about such things. I've seen people play with time. Wizards who think they are so powerful, very arrogant. Not dissimilar to your friend Peleus, although I think he's just dumb enough to always sort of succeed. Then again, that amulet that he has, it's a very luck-giving item. I wish I could have got my hands on that. However, your items will, of course, have to suffice. Here's the thing about time travel. You stay in the past long enough, and time pushes back. You will start to feel it the longer you're here. To think that you can just simply come back and unite the land masses and try to take on Zarvog the Red, regardless of who you're connected with. Just remember, the longer you're here, the longer you stay, the more consequences we'll have against you. I hope you do have an exit plan, because mucking about in time, young Ren, Durak, Yamhorn, which, I've never thought about the complexities of time travel in your situation now. But do look me up when you go back to the future and let me know. The more consequences, the longer you stay, gents. The longer you stay, the harder it's going to be for time to be on your side. Thus, changing the past gets harder and harder and harder. But with these items that you look to get, I really do hope you make it back to your time in order to stop everything.
How are you so well versed in time travel and its consequences?
Did you not see my library?
Oh, I did.
Oh, he's read a couple books. He's a genius, Yumhorn, didn't you know?
Did you Google it?
He thinks he's outsmarted us all already. He's right about one thing. The longer we stay here, it will be harder for us not to kill him.
Ren's kind of looking around at the walls, looking for, like, weird clocks.
Weird clocks?
Yeah, like that were in the
like
trunk.
time travel clocks?
Yeah.
Oh, like the ones in the trunks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, once again, those clocks, they were not time travel clocks. They were basically time distortion clocks. So they bent time around you guys.
As he says every time we bring it up.
But no, you do not see any clocks like that. You just notice the paintings on the walls of the Slatebrooks of the past and that sort of thing. There's always some guy in some sort of Ponzi, as Peleus would say, some Ponzi outfit, slightly smirking. Never smiling, always smirking with an eyebrow raised.
You know, Varkum, difference between us and, well, most other wannabe time travelers, we got permission from somebody a little higher up the food chain than you.
Than me? That is highly doubtful.
I mean it both literally and figuratively.
Ah, yes. Do tell.
Yeah, where are you
if you're
going
going to brag.
Oh, for everything you know don't know that we were brought back by a dragon?
Ah, yes. That mucking about in Indrael. Let me guess. You went to her island and she tried to freak you out and she had fun little tricks to play with you, eh?
Well, it does make it sound kind of silly when you put it like that.
Ah, yes. Always the nicest of the four.
What, me? Oh,
No.
her. The
Yeah.
dragon. Yeah, I hear Zarvog's a real little piece of work.
Well, you fought him, did you not?
Yeah, I thought he was kind of a chump myself.
You brought him back, did you not?
Always looking for the next challenge, Varkum. And I can tell that you barely qualify.
Oh, Durak. Oh, if you keep talking like that, I'm going to have to come over there and slap you.
Try it, you little
Say that? You can't say that.
Sorry.
And with that, roll initiatives.
Oh no! I thought this guy had decorum. I thought I could threaten him.
You called him a.
When you drop the decor.
That's.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna call
so
for it?
20 to 25?
22.
Okay, good. 15 to 20? 10 to 15?
12.
Great.
9.
Great.
And you go last.
And you got what, Sifu?
22.
Okay, great.
And I just remembered, as my class grants me.
Oh, he's about to put you to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Immunity to disease.
That's the sound it plays when he chokes me out. Oh, nice. Immunity to disease.
So we can deal with that later, though,
Okay.
because I got in about a month.
Yeah, you got a month to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys are now in combat. And now the wind sort of starts to pick up, magically, like in the house, and you get a very terrible, terrible feeling. It's like his coat that he had, that sort of thing. It's kind of flapping in a magical wind. And Yamhorn, you are up first. You notice all of this, and you may do with that information what you like.
I don't know what to do. You kind of decided for us, didn't you?
Look, when Durok starts throwing out the B word,
Yeah.
starts talking trash.
All right. I shrug my shoulders and let out a loud sigh, and you hear me kind of like Home Alone style, Reza, and you hear
Joe
Durok.
Pesci.
Yeah, you hear Durok kind of peppered throughout there,
Frickin' Durok, retcha, I swear to with my hammer,
and it's 21 to hit with my warhammer.
Okay. That is a hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my second attack at the
Okay.
same time. And 19 to hit.
Okay.
Uh, 5 damage.
Great.
12 damage. First one, no stun. Second one, no stun.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 12. Okay. 45. Okay. Okay. So, you come as you're muttering, just the reluctant hero that you are, Yamhorn.
Yeah.
You come like, oh God, and you're just so mad, and he's like putting on his theatrics and doing whatever, and then it's like he sees you at the last second. It's like, oh, he's approaching me, and then boom, you hit him for 1. He's like, oh no, and then boom, you hit him for 2, and he's like taken aback by that, and he's like, oh, and you can tell that he's not used to really being hit. Now, he's very, very, very mad about this, and so he is going to grab you and just smack the crap out of you. He's gonna beat the crap out of you, Yamhorn, and
Sounds great.
yeah. So let's see here. 21 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay. 21 to hit. And then he's going to roll this. Where is it? Did they go under book again? Well, of course they did. Okay. 7 plus 4. Okay, so 11 points of damage to hit Yamhorn. So he's just going to grab you by the front, and he's just going to punch you right in the face, super, super hard, and just it's going to sort of knock you back in your
spitting out blood.
And yeah, he punches you right in the face and sort of knocks you back away from him, and yeah, now he's just sort of standing there waiting for the next thing.
Okay.
And Ren, you were up.
So, yeah, Ren's still kind of sulking a little bit about not intimidating as much as he would have liked. So he's going to pray to Ulagan to bless his friends in this fight and defeat this guy to get the sword. He's going to cast Bless on all three of us, Durak, Yamhorn, and myself. So add a d4 to all of your attack rolls and all of your saving throws. And then he's going to get a little bit buffed up in the chest, step out from behind Durak, and cast his spiritual weapon behind Varkum.
Okay.
And his weapon, I'm going to cast it at level 3 also. His weapon's going to take a swing.
Okay.
$16?
No, sir.
Okay. And that'll be Ren's turn.
Okay. So you've blessed your friends with the prayer to Ulagan, and they feel it go through their body, and then dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, out comes the flail, but swing and a miss as he ducks.
I forgot to add my blessing to that, but too late now.
All right, Durak, you're up. Yami just got punched in the face and knocked back next to you. Ren, gave you guys the feels, and you saw a spiritual weapon swing and a miss.
I was right in my assessment that the Slatebrooke Manor hospitality has fallen desperately short of your ancestors.
I don't remember your ancestors being invited here.
Yes, stories travel. People don't forget.
You're right, I don't forget. And let me tell you, they've never been invited here as long as I've been in charge. That's been a few years.
Anyway, you want to keep fighting, or do you want to go on with the rest of the challenge?
The guy who starts the fight.
Now that you've
I'm getting punched
proven
in the
your
face.
point to Yamhorn over here.
I'm coming after you next.
Is that what you're...
Yeah.
Is this like a persuasion or what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to appeal to him and see if he wants to keep fighting or...
I think you need to decide what you're trying to do so you can roll it or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that your action? You talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Yamhorn, you're up.
You're not going to roll like an intimidation or a persuasion?
Well, if I need to, I'm waiting to see what...
You need to tell him what you want to do.
I don't know if I need to roll an intimidate or a persuade.
If you want to roll an intimidate,
I'm not trying to
or persuade.
intimidate him. I'm trying to talk to him.
Okay.
I'm trying to...
With what end goal?
The end goal of not fighting.
Through intimidation or through persuasion?
I mean, since I literally just said not by intimidation, then that rules that one out. I'll roll a persuasion.
Okay.
I'm trying to...
Well, after you insulted him, he's reluctant to listen to you.
Man, I've been rolling extremely low. 5.
He laughs.
Does it work?
And for the first time, his mouth sort of opens in an actual laugh, and you're like, wow, he's really tickled by that. He's like, oh, Durak, unfortunately for you, you crossed the line, and now you have to deal with it.
Oh, you get your words heard by... Damn it.
Exactly. Yamhorn,
Yeah.
you got punched in the face, and you're starting to stand back up after getting throttled.
Yeah, and after Durok's display, I look at him and I just shake my head, and I'm just getting frustrated now. I'm getting frustrated now, so I'm just gonna take it all out on Slatebrooke.
Okay.
And two-handed, taking my hammer.
Okay.
And I'm rolling both attacks.
Okay.
Natural 20 on one of them.
Great hit.
And 14 on the other.
Great.
Oh, plus 4. Wait, plus 3, so 17.
First one hits.
The 17 doesn't?
First one hits.
Dang. I got a 1 damage, but I get a reroll with my weapon proficiency.
Yeah.
That's mildly better. So 5 damage, but as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this mother and roll another d6 of damage.
Okay.
And that's another 4 damage.
Okay. Now, I forgot to bring this up last time, but I'll bring it up this time. Your hammer is a bludgeoning thing, right?
Correct.
And so if somebody is resistant to that, your damage is half, correct?
Correct.
Well, then, better start doing some math.
Okay. So, that ends my turn.
Okay, so how much damage did you get him for? Halved. How much did you fully hit him for originally?
I think it was 5 total plus 4, so 9. So then 4 damage.
Okay, 4 damage.
Because I think it rounds down, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you come in and you swing again, and you hit him twice, correct?
I only successfully hit the first time.
Okay, so you only successfully hit the first time, and you knock right into him.
And no stun.
And you notice this time you're like, almost like the first time he kind of like lets you hit him, and he just kind of like sort of shrugs this one off a little bit more and kind of laughs at you, and it's going to be his turn, but
I killed him.
That's where we leave it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gents, Durok cashing checks with his mouth that his pals don't want to necessarily back up this time.
Oh, I'll back it up.
How interesting. So, ladies and gents, that has been the session this week. Thank you all very much. This is sort of continuously carrying over from our Halloween session. Ooh, spooky times. But what's going to happen to Yamhorn? But I guess he's resistant. We'll see if there's a loophole in the Dungeon Master's Guide about that. Until then, I have been your host and DM of Season 2, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Yamhorn Drill.
Rhett is Durok Dragonsbane.
Milo's Ren.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.